So what's the difference between a will, a trust, and a living trust?
Well, I always like to say in general, a trust is just an agreement. And it's an agreement during lifetime that you set the parameters of what you want to have happen when you pass away. The will does the same thing, but the trust does not require to pass through surrogate's court and be admitted to probate because it's in existence at the time that you're alive. The agreement specifies what you want to have happen to money and who's to manage it, just like the will says. But by setting it up during lifetime, you can avoid the need to have your will probated. A living trust is one that just is created during your lifetime. And the opposite of that would be one that springs up by virtue of your will, and that's called a testamentary trust.
And this is why we pay people to do these things.
Right.
Well, also, John, there are so many different types of trusts. That's one of the first things that I say to someone who might come to talk to me, and they come in the door and they say, I've heard all about a trust, I want one. And sometimes at the end of that consultation, they say, well, I don't think this makes sense for me. And other times they do. But I like to start out with telling them there's kind of a trust to fit every occasion that you might have in life. So you may have a disability, you may have a child with a disability, and they would need a special type of trust. You may have a trust, as Al said, for your lifetime, because perhaps you don't have loved ones that could manage things when you're gone, and you might need an institution or like a bank or a trust company to manage things for you, either while you're living if you become incompetent or after your death. There's just all different types of trusts for different needs, tax planning and asset preservation planning. And so trust is a broad term, but yes, a living trust is going to be something that you put together while you're living, and that's really the only thing that that word living means. You're living when you create it.